Minnesota has 125 municipal electric utilities, and there's 31 municipal gas utilities.
Redwood Falls Public Utilities supplies a town of 5,400 people, and we have about 2,800 residential and commercial customers.
We're a typical small town in Winthrop. We have 1,300 residents. We provide water and electric and sewer services to about 680 customers.
Centennial Utility has 3,000 meters and serves all of Circle Pines and the portions of Wino Lakes and Blaine.
The population of Sauk Center is a little over 4,000. We provide electricity, we supply water, and we take care of the wastewater side.
We have approximately 48,000 electric customers and 35,000 water customers.
Our public utility dates back to about 1896. We're a very small utility. We're a community of 1,400 people. We have about 800 utility meters in our community, and our utility provides electric, water, and wastewater.
We've got a community of about 25,000 people, and we provide electric, water, and gas to those 25,000 residents.
Municipals are locally owned and operated nonprofit organizations, which means a greater portion of the revenues stay within our communities.
A municipal is called a public power utility in the truest sense of the word, because they don't only serve the public, they are the public. They're owned by the public.
Utilities are created through a majority vote on a local referendum. Regulation is largely through the City Council or local utilities commission or board. That means your community has a say in making directional decisions.
Municipal utilities rates are cost-based. Actually, what that means is that rates are set to cover all the necessary costs. A municipal utility is a very major asset to their community because, number one, they're the owner of a huge business in that community. The people they employ, the money they generate, and so forth.
When the snow falls, we have our electric linemen driving plow trucks. When there's a flood coming, they help us fill sandbags, they trim trees for us. If it wasn't for our electric utility, we would have to have 2 or 3 more city employees. That would certainly add additional burden to our taxpayers.
There are so many benefits. There are and dollars that flow back from this utility into that community. And in a lot of cases, a utility will provide to the city in lieu of taxes.
The City of Hutchinson is also a benefactor of Hutchinson Utilities Commission. In the year 2000, Hutchinson Utilities transferred about 10% of the city's general fund, and we called it a payment in lieu of taxes. In the year 2010, that payment in lieu of taxes represents about 15% of the city's general fund.
We transfer 5% of our gross revenue over to the city on an annual basis. And give you some perspective of that, in 2011 it was about $1,840,000.
It's more than just transferring of cash or payment in lieu of taxes to our communities. It's the free services, it's the in-kind services that we provide to our communities in the form of free street lighting to the community, reduced rates on municipal buildings, and as most people are unaware, we even make short-term loans to some of the other city departments, which help them get through in times of low cash flow.
Sometimes they need them just to operate, to pay the police department, to pay the fire department. Other times they might have special projects that community just plain could not accomplish without that extra help.
We want our communities to know that we're there for them and that we'll be there for the long haul when they need us.
My name is Dennis Ricken, and I'm the mayor of Sauk Center and the chairman of the Utility Commission. The mayor is the person that's responsible to the elected folks, the ones that respond to dog complaints and floods and bumpy streets and those kinds of things. So it's the political side of the job, whereas the Utility Commission is the business side, where government is supposed to act like a business and make good business decisions on whether there's a cost benefit, whether it's the right thing to do. We look a long way out to take care of our business so that we can get the best return on the dollar.
The community of Sauk Center, I think, really sticks together well. Our community really supports, I think, the council and the commission, our hospital board.
Over the years, we've contributed about $2.5 million, mostly in short-term loans. The hospital was a specific issue where they were having cash flow issues.
They were in need of some funds, and the city then in return asked if we could do that and help them. We did borrow them $200,000. They paid that back over a 3-year period. 0% interest.
The investment in the hospital that was made with a short-term loan made sure that that hospital was here and had the right gear, so when I had a heart attack 12 years ago, I was taken care of. I was transported to St. Cloud, the next larger regional hospital, and when I got there they said that they've done all the right things here in Sauk Center. Maybe what we did was part of it.
There's many benefits of a municipal utility. I think service is one.
We have been very, very reliable, 99.999% reliable. So you continue to hear the great service that you get because our system is sound. We've invested back in our system. We got backups going to it. So there's very, very few power outages. And you hear that over and over again from your industrial customers of the great service they receive.
In the summer of 2010, on June 17th, an EF4 tornado came through pretty much the west half of the city of Wadena and destroyed probably 50 residents, our school, our community pool, a large agricultural supply center, and our fairgrounds had significant damage to our electric distribution system. We did eventually get all the electricity restored to every resident of the city within about 4 days. We do have agreements with other municipal utilities that come and they render aid or mutual aid agreements we have with them. So when we have a disaster, we know we can count on other municipals to come in and help us.
Part of our job as a utility is to think about what if. What if this happens? What if that happens? Our job is to make sure that we're there to serve our customers, no matter what if. After the flood in 1997, East Grand Forks, along with Grand Forks, North Dakota, through the Army Corps of Engineers, constructed a flood control project. It's cost about $350 million. It consists of levees and flood walls and removable flood walls. When it floods or when it's getting ready to flood, then there are removable panels that go into place to provide protection to the same elevation as the levees and permanent flood walls. So since our crews have expertise and equipment in that area, that's part of our job in the spring.
One of the real benefits of municipal ownership of an electric utility is the fact that we have our maintenance and service right there in the community. So in the event we have a major storm come through, we're able to respond immediately and put things back in a state of repair and get service restored as quick as possible. We're able to kind of define the level of reliability that our customers have by our response times.
Having local generation, knowing that when, if a storm takes out a transmission line, within minutes we can fire up the generation that we have locally and get our customers back online. And so perhaps in the surrounding area those customers might be out for hours or days. Our customers might see a blip of a half hour or an hour and be back online and not even really know what's going on in the surrounding area.
We're able to know all of our customers pretty intimately, and that's a real benefit. So we get to know about them, they get to know about us, what their needs are, what their concerns are, and we can address those accordingly. It's not just about providing electric, and it's just not about providing water services, but everything that goes with that.
As a municipal utility, we all try to be very environmental. We make sure that as our utility, we aren't just hidden away. We try to be a part of, whether it be a club, we try to be part of our chambers, our industries. We try to be a part of our community so that our citizens know who we are. We try to make sure that they know that we are their utility.
We want to see our communities learn and grow with us as we look to the future. Community involvement brings leadership and new development. Rochester is a great community to live and raise your kids in. The community is very environmentally oriented, so we're very concerned to meet the citizens' expectations that we are conscious of the environment and reduce emissions and educate them on how to conserve energy. RPU has been around for well over 100 years. Our largest electric customer is the Mayo Clinic and the Mayo Clinic Complex, and they're one of the largest employers in the state. And we're very pleased that we also provide them a source of steam that they can use for a variety of purposes on their campus.
We were able to bring a high-pressure steam line from RPU's Silver Lake plant to Mayo's Prospect utility plant that's 0.8 of a mile away from RPU's plant.
RPU really has a great reputation both in the community at large and the environmental activists within the city of Rochester and the surrounding area. I think there seems to be a partnership between RPU and customers and RPU and the community and the RPU and these environmental groups.
One of the biggest things that we do as a utility is work with our customers on conservation, conserving water and energy.
Cascade Meadow Wetlands and Environmental Science Center is a brand new environmental learning center. We focus on energy, water, wetlands, and general sustainability education.
Our partnership with Cascade Meadow is one where we're able to have exhibits on site as well as install renewable energy on their grounds.
Rochester Public Utilities is a major partner in the building and has been involved throughout the planning process of it. So they kind of deal with the energy part of our mission, our larger mission with energy, water, and wetlands.
The efforts that we make in our environmental stewardship area improves the quality of our environment, improves the quality of the city of Rochester. That's greeted very enthusiastically by our customers and by the community. To have a utility that meets and complies with their goals of environmental stewardship.
The Lanesboro Public Utility was formed mainly because we have our own electric generation here. The dam that was built back in 1868, that was actually used for the mills at that time, and we've used it ever since. We put the hydro in, and the hydro's over 117 years old. We're very rare in that fact that we have that. A lot of people don't even realize that's free energy that the city can provide, and also it's energy that can be included in the state's green renewable energy package. It's so important to us. It's a great resource that we're very proud to have.
It's a good feeling when you produce your own electricity and it's renewable. In a small town like Lanesboro, when you pay your bill, you're actually paying it forward when we're talking about our hydroelectric facility because you're benefiting the future people. Residents are going to benefit also.
As a municipal electric utility, we're part of the community. And when the community has a problem, we want to be part of their solution. Another great asset is that we employ local people. We keep local jobs local. These dollars get turned over in our community. Our payroll rolls over in our community.
I think that the benefits of working for a utility is that we're all in it together and we work towards the common goal of trying to keep the utility bills as low as possible and to be there for our customers.
We buy gas at a different station every month. To share that revenue with the people that are paying us for the electricity. And it just seems to make more sense on the business side for the utility to do things like that. And those are policy decisions that we've made to simply try to reflect operating like a business.
We're all such a part of the community that we serve that it adds to that incentive why we want to give such great service to the community and to our citizens. I mean, we're dealing with the people that we see on the street every day, that we see in our churches, that we see at our community events and athletic events. We're part of them. So just by nature, you want to give of your most.
My grandfather worked for 27 years as a municipal utility manager. My father also worked 27 years at that same utility. When I was a boy, I was working at that utility digging ditches and burying electrical lines and things of that nature. I've been doing this work for 34 years in Iowa and in Minnesota, and I really enjoy the nature of the work. Every day there's a different challenge. When you go to work in the morning, you don't know if you're going to be trying to solve some type of a customer inquiry, some type of a contractor problem, whether it's EPA regulations that you're going to have to try to figure out how can you seamlessly implement that in your utility. You may be trying to find a new water source for the future needs of your community, or doing strategic planning with your board of directors on what kind of long-range plans you have for your utility. So there's something different every day.
I've been in the business for 49 years. It's been a great career for me. I enjoy working for the people I serve. And if I had to do it all over again, I'd do another 49 years. As a municipal utility, you're leaving something, you have an asset in that community for future generations, for our children and their children. It's going to be there for years to come, so those benefits aren't just going to flow now, they're going to flow in the future to that community. Over half of our municipal utilities have successfully operated for 100 years or more. We are part of the fabric of each community in Minnesota. We are part of your history, and we hope to continue to build on that history for years to come.